Hello, Space Rogues. Today, I want to count down the top 20 achievement-friendly mods on Starfield, according to me. So these are the ones that I particularly like. That are fun for me. Your opinion may differ. I know different people have different play styles, different reasons for playing. We are in New Atlantis on my main ship, and top 20, number 20 is this dude, Derek. So let's just see what he's got to say.
Dan, I know that to you, adventure's your bread, excitement's your butter, and danger, why, to you that's like strawberry jam to top it off.
Now, I do find it annoying that he calls me Dan, if I'm honest. But that is part of the joke, I guess. No, he can be quite amusing. But yeah.
Hi, Dan.
Part of me does find it slightly irritating. So I'm going to have him follow me.
Hi, Dan.
As part
What do you
of this.
need?
So you can tell him what to do. You can basically dump him forever in a single place. You can trade with him, or you can just sit
Dan.
follow.
Lead the way.
We can have him and another companion. So I'm going to go with him and the number 19 pick for best mod, which is Robin Locke.
Hey, Constellation.
So, she's not always this close up, but
Your wish is my command.
she's a little bit flirtatious, which is quite nice.
You can take the fun out of New Atlantis, but you can't put the fun back into New Atlantis.
We've got Derek at number 20. We've got Robin Locke at number 19. Now, I will say there's a little mission or quest that comes with her, and she does talk a lot more during that. It's just that after that, I don't find her as entertaining or kind of as long-lasting kind of value. But maybe I'm missing something. I mean, I haven't had her follow me that much. Now, number 18 in my list is Forgotten Frontiers. So this is a mod which we're not going to showcase right now. You're not going to find them in New Atlantis, but these are extra POIs, points of interest that you can discover on the planets. I've only discovered one, which was like an underground bunker. There is a free update which patches Forgotten Frontiers to make them easier to find, which is something I would like. But it's free, it's not achievement friendly, therefore, and so these are the achievement friendly mods. I haven't installed any non-achievement friendly mods yet because I've never been a modder in the past. I didn't want to break the game, so this is like my way into modding. I am going to go to the free mods very, very soon. So once I've done this, like, this is basically the last thing I'm going to do before I start installing free mods, but I'm a bit afraid of it, honestly. I know that there shouldn't really be any difference, but obviously every mod you install can break the game, and I've had some issues with the achievement friendly ones, but to me it's been really, really worth it just to get those last few achievements, to have a few more interesting things going on, because I've played hundreds of hours of the game. So Forgotten Frontiers, I don't think we're going to see one in this playthrough. I don't have any footage of one like to hand, but that's number 18. And at number 17, well, what a convenient location we're in, because McLaren's Outfitters is my number 18. A lot of people have talked about this, and a lot of people put this in at the very top tier of paid mods. It is really cool. Like, it's a new location, a new character. He is a robot because,
you visit
again,
that United Colonies Museum? Straight up propaganda. Everyone knows that's not how it all went down.
Looks nice today. Peaceful.
So the idea is that he's
Need something to withstand the vacuum of space? I can see to that.
the owner is speaking through the robot. That's why it's like a human voice. But what you can do is you can extract and install mods
but I need
effectively.
something to extract from. So hand it over.
I don't know if I've actually got anything in my inventory. No, I don't. So I'm not going to show that right now. But I will say, like, there's a lot of value to this mod. It's very, very clever. It's not the most fun mod for me because I'm not that fussed about like extracting and installing mods, but obviously it's got a lot of potential, I think, and it's a long-term value, right? To keep using it. Now, you might be wondering who these little robots are. These have come from a mod that I'll be talking about soon. And the number 16 mod is Tiny Reasons to Explore. So you probably heard of that one as well. If you land on a planet, there's suddenly some new little, little locations to find, but there's nothing really happening there.
Off as usual.
Again, we might find one later on in this playthrough, but because these are like at the bottom of the list, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on them. But it's pretty cool. I like it. It's a bit underwhelming if I'm honest, but it does add a little bit of detail and interest. I just wish there was more to them and more of them and a bit more something exciting going on around them, like maybe some NPCs there or something, like to talk to you, something like that. I think this next one, which is number 15, is a Starfield compendium. So you can see it's been added to the UI at the bottom here. So if you click, you can basically now find anything that you need. So say you wanted beans, click that and it's going to tell you who sells them. I don't remember ever wanting beans specifically, but like large RAM primer could be really helpful because they're not that common. So you can see I haven't actually used this as much as I would like, and I think it's just because I keep forgetting about it, but I think it's a pretty cool quality of life addition. Now the reason there are no pictures is the mod authors cannot add pictures apparently, at least they weren't able to, so there's an extra, again, free mod add-on to this or update that adds all the pictures. So I'm looking forward again to getting that. I don't know how this works, I have to admit, but the coolest part about this is, so I'm going to go filter, but by pressing X. Now if I decide, you know what, I am looking to create a specific to manufacture something specific. I think it's the Veridium fuel rods, which are the most valuable ones, and I haven't actually created them yet because I was trying to get plutonium. So if I click on plutonium, right now we're seeing the results. So again, these question marks will have some nice pictures in here once we add free, but it's still useful as an achievement friendly mod in order to find planets that have the resources that you want. And obviously, like, you can find one, for example, that's got like, okay, it's got plutonium, but it's also got all of these other things. You might want to see if you can find one with helium as well, because then you can send it to your other outposts. So let's see if we can achieve that. It's a filter, and we've got plutonium and helium. Okay, so plutonium and helium. So this is the best one to go to, right? So it's really, really handy actually. And that's number 15, Starfield compendium. I'm actually going to get up to show the next one, number 14, useful infirmaries. Now there is more than one useful mod. There's useful infirmaries, useful mess halls, and useful morgues, which to me is the funniest one. But this is the infirmary, right? So you can see, obviously this bed can't be used because of that basket, but we have Rosie here, who is apparently a doctor. She's researching at the moment. So I'm going to just get on the bed, and the mod author has added an animation to allow this to be used because this wasn't possible before. And you can see we get a number of options here. So I'm going to ask it to perform a full medical evaluation, and it's telling me nothing to treat, etc. So I'm just going to confirm, cancel.
I'm really happy to see you.
Okay, so usually what happens is she's scanning, and it shows her scanning me. It hasn't actually worked this time. And you can see there's a little bit of clipping as I get up here, like from the animation. But despite that, I think it's a very good mod. Just makes it, and it does the same for mess halls, so you get someone cooking. And the morgues looks like hilarious. I just haven't actually tried that yet. So in a way, you could add all of those three mods together for number 14, but I do think it's really cool. Number 13 is a quest mod called Crater 87. I'm not going to show it, but I'll say it's worth it. It's a lot of effort's gone into it. It's a proper quest. It's a proper new location. But the one downside I would say is the decoration of that building. It wasn't that detailed. It didn't really live up to, you know, the full game's decoration of locations. And you can get it as a player home after, but it's just not really suitable for a player home. So a little bit disappointing on that level, but it was still a really good mod and a really good effort quest. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about Astrolabe. So let's say we want to go to Mars. Obviously we know it's in the Sol system, so this basically shows the star system names. You click on it, it points and it tells you where it is. Now that it was right in front of us, right? But Surma, where's that? What if I just want to go exploring? See the green arrow? It doesn't take you right there, but it points you so you know where to move. So if I'm like, I don't remember going to Surma before, then it tells you where it is. And that's, again, a quality of life thing that should have been in the game. I can understand why people don't want to pay for that, but for me it was a small, I think it was only 100 credits, and it is really helpful. But the most helpful thing I think from Astrolabe for me is the outposts. So it tells you where all your outposts is. As you can see, I've got quite a few, and I forget where they are. So that is really handy, because then when you go there, obviously you can tell where they are. But for example, there's 3 outposts there, but I don't, you know, without looking at each single one, I might not know the name. So again, I think there's a free mod that shows all the names, which is great. I intend to use that. But for now, if you want to keep getting achievements, this is, I think, one of the best ones for quality of life from that point of view. And number 11 is Winter's Digipick Overhaul. This one basically gives you a little Digipick. I think, does it come under aid? It appears somewhere here. In one of the menu, there it is, DX101 prototype. This basically is an AI enhanced Digipick which will open pretty much any lock. The DX101 successfully disabled a lock, so it tells you that, and then what you need to do is come out of it by pressing B, and now you've got access. So it really does save time, and it saves you having to do the puzzle, which I got very sick of after hundreds of hours of doing them. In some locations there's multiple locks to unpick and it gets a bit tiresome. So I think that's a really handy one. That's number 11. So we are coming up to number 10.